What's up, everybody? It's Brian with Living Jeeping and Adventuring. Today's not going to be a very long video. It's going to be kind of short, but it's going to be really cool. We're going to talk about the Jeep Gladiator and Wrangler secrets. Okay, they're not really secrets. More like Easter eggs. But I'm going to point out a bunch of them to you. Some you probably know about, some you might not know about. We're going to go over the off-road features of this particular Gladiator. Some of them don't have these options, but some do. So if yours does, you're gonna want to watch, because one of them is pretty cool that most people don't know you can do with four-wheel drive system. So keep watching, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, do all the good stuff. Let's get going. All right, so if you're new to the Jeep community, if you've got one of these newer Jeeps, you've probably seen maybe some numbers or some designs on your Jeep that you don't know what they mean. Well, Jeep has put all kinds of Easter eggs on these Gladiators and on the Wranglers. A lot of them are pretty cool. A lot of them have some history behind them, history that goes back a long time. So I'm going to explain what a lot of those are and kind of show you where they're at. I think I'm going to show you probably maybe 10 or 12, and I know there's more than that. So if you know of one that's not on this video, comment, let me know what it is. Okay, so I'm sure you've seen on your Jeep the heart with 419. That number is where the Jeep was made. It is from Toledo, Ohio. That's where all of these Jeeps and stuff are made. So if you've seen that, that's what it's for, Toledo, Ohio. All right, so the second one is going to be these tread marks inside of the bed walls up by the cab. There's two of them, one on each side for two dirt bikes. But yeah, that's what those are. Dirt bike tire tread. All right, so this next one, if you open up your back door, now not all Jeeps are going to have this. You come up, fold your seat down, but back here, this little pocket, mine's empty, I don't have it. It's a Bluetooth speaker that comes with a lot of these Jeeps. I didn't need it, I didn't want it, so I didn't get it, but it is an option, and then it goes right there. Next, these rear seats, both sides, they lock. I don't know if you can see it, that's a keyhole. So you take your key and lock it, and now they won't come down. So if you got something that's important that you want to keep stored, and you don't want someone to be able to get to, put it behind your seats and lock them. Another thing I think is pretty cool that most people don't know what it is, or probably don't even know it's there, is this little storage compartment here. It's for your doors and your tops. So you take your lid off, and it's got all your bolt holes and everything for your top and your doors to sit in, so you don't lose anything. The one last cool little option, cool little thing you probably didn't know what it was, on your back seats. I like riding around with my tops and stuff off sometimes, but I don't like hearing the flapping of the seatbelt. Well, Jeep thought about that, and they got these little clips that you just kind of tuck your seatbelt into, and it prevents them from moving around. Here's another one. On your door hinges, you're going to see what says T50, and what that is this bolt right here. It's a T50 Torx bit, so that's what that means. Alright, so this next one I think is probably the coolest one they've put on these Jeeps. It's a little pair of sandals that they put on the cowl right up by the wiper blades. It's right here, just a little pair of sandals. If you've seen it, it's like a nod to Rick Payway. He's a big time Jeep enthusiast and automotive journalist, has been for a long time. Another thing on this cowl is right there, these are 7 slots, just like the Jeep grill. Speaking of Jeep grills, inside your headlights, you got that one, you've got that one. I'm sure you've already noticed it, but on most of the wheels has this little tiny Jeep, little bitty wheelies Jeep. All right, so just like on the wheels, got this tiny little Jeep right here, little wheelies Jeep. Now on some of these models, there will be you'll see a Sasquatch in a certain place, and you'll also see a dinosaur. It's like a T-Rex, but I'm pretty sure if you have a T-Rex on your windshield, you will also have a T-Rex on your floor mats. So look for that. That's pretty cool. All right, so I've shown you pretty much everything on the outside of the Jeep that I can think of. They put Jeep grills on these things everywhere. So there's another one here on my seat too. So we're gonna go over some of the stuff that's built into the electronics of the Jeep. Some of this stuff is pretty cool, so you're gonna want to watch. You're gonna want to keep watching. One of the coolest things has to do with the lockers. Okay, so if you watch the dash right here, you're gonna see an old Willys style Jeep show up right there, and you can see now it transforms into the newer Jeep JL or Gladiator. So I'm gonna do it one more time. Okay, so as soon as you hit your button to start it, you'll see the grill show up. Then it like transforms or molds itself into the newer Jeep. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so now also on your shifter, you got a little Gladiator. I know on the Wranglers it'll be a Wrangler, not a Gladiator. Okay, so able to engage your locker in your rear locker only in 4 high, there is a specific sequence you have to go through. I'm going to show you what that is. Okay, so you go ahead and make sure you're in 4 high. So you see on the dash it says 4 high. Okay, now you go and you hit your off-road plus button. Hit that, make sure it says it says traction control off, and it says off-road plus, and that says off. Okay, so now you come over here, hit your ESC button, hold it for 5 seconds, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it says electronic stability control is off. Now you come down here and hit your locker. Push it down for rear only. It says rear axle is locked. And you can go into your off-road pages and you can verify that you are indeed locked in the rear and you are in 4 high. That is the only way to use your locker in 4 high in the rear. You cannot use the front, it will not let you. Okay, so also in your off-road packages, hit that. Please wait. Sometimes it takes a minute. Okay, so see a little Jeep drive across there. Alright, so you got, this is what we were in just a second ago for the 4-wheel drive. But if you hit your accessory gauges, it'll tell you all your gauges here that you need to keep an eye on while you're out there 4-wheeling. Instead of trying to go through them on the dash, pull this screen up, it's a lot easier. And if you're getting into like an off-camber situation, or you want to know how steep a grade is that you're going up or down, hit your pitch and roll and it will tell you. Pretty neat features. Something else that's pretty cool, go into your settings, scroll down to where you see doors and locks, and you can pretty much customize what your vehicle does when you lock your doors, or if you want them to automatically lock, or if you don't. If you want your lights to flash, your horn to sound once or twice. Passive entry, if you don't, you know how you just walk up to the vehicle and it opens the door, or doesn't open the door but it unlocks the door. You can adjust all that stuff too. Something else I just noticed not too long ago was up here, you got your little paper clips on your sun visors. It's on both of them. Alright, so I think that's all of them that I know of. I'm trying to think. I want to say there was one more, but I don't remember what it was. But I think that's all of them. So I appreciate y'all watching. Just some fun little bit of history, a little bit of tidbits about these Jeeps. If you've seen some of those Easter eggs, now you know what they mean. So thanks for watching. Try to watch that video over there and this video over here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, come back for more. Appreciate y'all.